Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to another TEW2020 video. You join us today for our April pay-per-view, our first one after Wrestlemania, and we are at WWE Deadly Games. We've had the Deadly Games tournament, which has saw us with the final of Matt Riddle versus the Fiend Bray Wyatt for the Universal Championship. For once, I've turned off crowd management, so we shouldn't burn out the crowd, so hopefully we can go and have a successful pay-per-view. But it's been an interesting kind of thing, because you're obviously coming off the back of WrestleMania. Most of your feuds are kind of in the last bits, and then you're kind of thinking, right, who's going to be taking us into the summer, who's going to win Money in the Bank? And right now I don't know who's going to win Money in the Bank, but I'm hoping anyway a strong pay-per-view here, and then a bit of a creative session trying to think who's going to be carrying us into SummerSlam. So today's show is at the Mitchie Stadium in the Tri-State region. We are hoping to be just under the 38,000, but I get good optimism for the card. Hopefully it pays off, and we'll see what goes down. So without further ado, let's crack in to tonight's pay-per-view. So we start off with a hype package. The video will play the tournament, the quarterfinals and the semi-finals as they went down on various episodes of Smackdown Live, and then tonight's main event for the Universal Championship, a rematch from WrestleMania, where it will hopefully get a far better rating than it did at Mania, as Riddle and the Fiend will go one-on-one. So close to a sellout as well, and a 74 rating for that. The opening contest was for the United States Championship, and in a decent matchup, Aleister Black defeated Austin Theory in 13:27 with the Awari Death Foot Stomp. It was the fourth defence of the US title for Aleister Black. Theory's obviously getting a good push, but I felt like it was too much of an overness gap between him and Black at the moment. But still a good contest, a good steal of the show matchup, a good bit of overness gain hopefully for Theory being in this kind of environment. And a 74 is a good way to start the show off. It kind of gives him a good spotlight, and Aleister Black with a good title defence on pay-per-view. Next up, we had the Raw Women's Championship on the line, and about that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Shayna Baszler defeated Tegan Nox in 11:57 by submission with the armbar, and this was Shayna's sixth defence of the Raw Women's title. A pretty solid 62. No intention is this taking the belt off of Shayna just yet. Just disappointing that Tegan was off her game. I can see there, that was a storytelling match as well, so a few negatives there. So you've probably seen it maybe a high 60, maybe not quite a 70 rated matchup between the two. So Shayna will look for another contender back to the drawing board for Tegan Nox. And after the matchup, we basically had Shayna. It's weird, this one. The text says that Tegan attacks Shayna. It's vice versa, because the overness gain goes to Tegan. So basically the text is the wrong way around for the angle, basically, for what it actually gives benefit wise. So Shayna goes to break the arm of Tegan Nox, but Tegan Nox will get the upper hand, so the overness goes to Tegan. And a 71 rated segment, which Shayna Baszler still looked extremely good at. Next up, we had Kevin Owens in the ring, and MVP was obviously saying, "You've been a thorn on the side of myself and Shelton Benjamin, so you're going to take on the main man, Bobby Lashley." So obviously that match has been accepted. That's going to happen next. That was a 60 rated segment. And the match itself was a 66, as in a decent reaction, but subpar wrestling. Kevin Owens defeats Bobby Lashley in 9:50 with a pop-up powerbomb. A 66, Lashley off his game. Both guys are not getting great performance ratings for me at the moment. Unfortunately, Owens is under declining physical ability, and the chemistry plus inconsistencies, it's not going well for the mid-card of Raw. Next on to the SmackDown Women's Division, and it was a poor matchup that saw Rhea Ripley defeat Lacey Evans in 9:10, with the Soul Food was the third defence of the SmackDown Women's Championship for Rhea. 63 is pretty acceptable here. Rhea with a very strong performance of a 71. Lacey, who'd built up a wee bit of momentum, got a 47 rating, but it's really just another one on the road of a great title run for Rhea Ripley. Next up, in the backstage area, we had Charlotte Flair attack Liv Morgan. She leaves her down and out. It's got a 63 rating. Charlotte came across well. spoiler, basically, Charlotte came up and says she's quite happy to put Liv over twice in the next 5 months. So yeah, we have to obviously start building towards that programme, and they'll have some pay-per-view matches down the line, with the obvious winner being the one that we're trying to build up. But that was good of Charlotte. As I say, we'll look to get those matches sorted over the coming months. Also on the Smackdown Women's Division, with Dakota Kai defeat Tessa Blanchard in 9:39 using the ropes leverage. This was just a 60. Tessa being a pain in the arse, not wanting really to put Dakota over, but it's not quite ready for Raquel Gonzalez to come to the main roster. So yeah, Tessa just loses via the ropes for leverage rather than the managerial interference. She'll no doubt have low morale, but we'll just fire her 100 grand to keep her happy. But again, just getting Dakota closer and closer to that main event picture in the women's division on SmackDown. Next up, AJ Styles cuts a promo on Edge. Uncle Adam and Uncle Al is a feud. These two have been going at it since after WrestleMania, and these two legends will come to a head tonight. And he just says he's been phenomenal for a long time. He still is, but you're past the Edge, and I'm going to prove it tonight with a victory. That was a 75 rated promo. And the match itself was also a 72. Good heat and decent wrestling as Edge defeats AJ Styles with the spear in 13:55. I could have just kept AJ winning and jobbing Edge out, but we need to give him credibility. He's a legend. He kind of loses all the time putting people over. And unfortunately, both guys with declining physical ability, Edge getting stamina in a 13-minute match. So we're not going to have Edge around very long, but still cool to be booking this kind of matchup in 2021. Next up, with Drew cutting a promo on Adam Cole. Their feud is going to end in a no disqualification match tonight, which is an 85 rated promo. The match was poor. 77 rated matchup. Superb match though. Adam Cole defeats Drew McIntyre in a no disqualification match in 26:37, following interference from Bobby Fish. Somehow Adam Cole's ended up like 89 over. He's got really over coming out of WrestleMania, so he was the decline in his overness if Drew beat him would have been too much. So Cole sets us up with another massive heel going forward, and Drew's stamina and the poor announcing cost this from being better than it would have been. But overall, still happy with it, and we'll see obviously when we come out of this particular show how strong Adam Cole has gotten. Next up, Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar cut a promo. It's an 82, just saying it's time for his WrestleMania opportunity. He's going to beat the champion Andrade, he's going to beat the former champion Cesaro, and he's going to walk out again as the WWE champion. And that is not a prediction, that is a spoiler, says Paul Heyman. Damn, that match was not over at all. So to protect Lesnar, Cesaro's only 60 over in most places, Andrade's like 75, so he's just not getting over at all. But hopefully pinning Lesnar will boost him a little bit. But a superb matchup saw Andrade defeat Cesaro and Lesnar in 24:44, when Andrade pinned Brock Lesnar with a split-legged corkscrew senton. And this was the first defence of the WWE title for Andrade. So 74 is not fantastic at all. Yeah, not great, considering we only really protected Brock. It should be doing a lot better. So a bit gutted by that, but that's why we didn't make it main event, thankfully. We need Riddle versus Bray to draw. So after the matchup, Lesnar just beats down Cesaro, which was an 81. Just basically taking his frustrations out on the man that he should have been facing at WrestleMania. Riddle's promo, bro, 77, he just says, cool bro, beat him before, beat him at WrestleMania, I'm not scared, she's the guy with a mask, you know what I mean, it's alright bro. And their matchup, I think we are going to lose a bit of pop. Anyway, is the Fiend humanised as in a superb matchup? Riddle defeats the Fiend in 26:24 with a guillotine choke by submission. Matt Riddle is your Universal Champion. So this was the final of the Deadly Games tournament. Matt Riddle has came through many a man to make it, and a 79 rated matchup there. So 83 for Riddle, 77 for Bray. I think it is going to be a pop loss. We need a massive main event segment, because after the matchup, Braun Strowman destroys Matt Riddle. and poses above him with the Universal Championship. He was pissed off he put out early in the tournament. Pissed off he lost his belt to the Undertaker. He wants his belt back, and he's going to destroy Matt Riddle. But I think we're going to be looking at maybe about a 78 rated show here, if I'm being honest. Hey, not bad. No losses, no gains. I think the good thing about this was it's an okay card. There was a lot of wrestlers not on the card at all because I've turned off poor morale being not on the card because we were getting to the stage with wrestling pay-per-views where big names were missing B pay-per-views. So no Daniel Bryan, no Karrion Kross, no Roman Reigns, just to name 3. No Randy Orton, no Velveteen Dream. So there's plenty of people that, as I say, weren't on the show. But if you put them in every pay-per-view, you're going to end up with about 30 matches. So it's all about rotating the talent that's on the show. It's good, it's not great. As I say, I still need to get the people up to the main level. But hopefully we can start that Adam Cole push, because if his overness is projected how I think it is here, then we have our first star that's properly broke through that and made sure no pop cap is going to get in their way. So we'll just head this back. We'll obviously see our financial situation for this month, of course. We probably will lose money again because I have been spending on networks. But we'll take a wee look. Also 3 weeks to go before we get to Money in the Bank, so 3 weeks to get people over. And there's a few names popping up here that might be worth trying to sign. Nagata's not one of them. There's also Negro Casas. New TV deal for New Japan. Suzuki, I'd love to, but nah, there's no point. Deadly Games. Feedback was positive. Becky Lynch has had a baby girl. So her and Seth are the proud parents of a baby girl. Interesting if that happens in real life. Jay Briscoe could stay with ROH, it's not him. Our Oz Academy had a show, so like the top artist. Best Friends defeating Kaio Kobayashi and Ryo Mizunami. So that would have been Nakajima and Fujimoto. You can see the other talents that we've got that are getting opportunities there. Ivelisse, Angel Rose, pretty much like Ganjin over there. Madison Miles, Kellyanne English, Connie Steele, just naming a few others as well. So plenty of ladies getting a lot of good technical experience over with the Oz Academy. Kerry Black is awful. No, Kerry Awful, sorry, is back. If I could read. Keji's out. Hulk Hogan's unhappy that he's been out he's been out for a year. That's a year of the save, is it? No, we started this in June. So 11 months, but okay. AEW have extended deals. Colt Cabana's a storm on social media. Oh dear. He's been bullying a youngster. That's not like Colt Cabana at all. A few other people's getting unhappy. I think we're going to go in for him. Switchblade. So Switchblade we'll look at. Madison Rain I might look at just for some more depth to the women's division. And then just other people that are a wee bit unhappy. Matt Taven signed a new contract. Charlie Haas is retired. Rick Steiner's been forgotten about. Nobody's hired El Patron for a while. And yeah, quite a lot of notes there, which is quite interesting to see. We have a lot of deals that are expiring that I will look into because I need to try and expand certain places. Also contracts expiring for MVP, Kairi Sane and AJ Styles. All of them will be renewed, even MVPs. And then just a note on Becky Lynch, with nearly 5 million people viewing Deadly Games with 1.9 million buys. That's not bad. So there you go, actually, that's a lie actually. 5 million nearly in the network alone, plus 1.9 on Deadly on the pay-per-view buys. So yeah, overall, nearly 7 million people watched the show. Just a million loss, and you're thinking to yourself, well, how come you keep making losses? That's another 17 million pumped into the media section, so we could have made easily 16 million, although we'd have had a good tax bill, so it wouldn't have been quite like that. But yeah, that's not too bad for April. Hopefully, just as I say, make sure as soon as all the media's sorted and finished, we'll just keep making money and offering mega contracts. Hi, Jay White. So the last thing I want to look at was obviously the popularities. We're just going to judge this by major stars. So the Fiend's still roughly about 78s. Adam Cole. Look at the difference between the US and Canada. He's over nowhere else. Why is he not over anywhere else? I've never saw that before. It's not as if we just broadcast in the US, but that's... Ah, because he was over more in the US beforehand, so everywhere else is still to catch up. There we go, because he was in NXT. That's interesting. That's my Wrestlemania card that I've actually clicked on. Aleister Black, 71 over Andrade. There we go, that's a big boost for Andrade. Big up to the mid-80s. Probably 10 he's gained again. Becky Lynch, 82. Braun's back to the 80s. Brock still 88, 89. So, yeah, him v Andrade would have been pretty good. But so a lot of heels that are over. Drew's in the 80s, so that actually gained him some more. Gargano still 80s. Karrion Kross, 74, 75. Matt Riddle, 83. Guess somebody's capped, but he's the Universal Champion. Roman Reigns capped at 79. Seth at the 80s. Miz with the 73s, and Undertaker obviously 84, but he is done. We'll just let him ride off into the sunset. And interesting enough out of that, Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles wasn't there, so AJ, 72. Garza 68, Fury's up there with 63, 64, so he benefited for that match against Aleister Black. Cesaro capped at the 70s, Charlotte's in there, Daniel Bryan 70s, Edge at 72 over, he might be capped. Ugh, we've ruined him, we've ruined Edge. Keith Lee at 63, 64, Vince is down there, we don't use him. Paul Heyman, pretty over. Samoa Joe 64, Shayna Baszler 67, 68, Stephanie 75, Tommaso 70, I think he's capped at that, and the Dream just above. So there's plenty of talent there, but there is also unfortunately a lot of capped out people. So I'm going to call it there. I'm going to go ahead and sort out the contracts, see which of them we're renewing in terms of television deals, or if we're just punting stuff to the network. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time for money, 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 money in the bank. See you later. Bye bye.